What's good, y'all? You know what time it is, baby. It's the Morning Hustle with L'Oreal, myself, Kyle Santillian, and one thing that we love is having guests in the studio talking about all the great things they got going on in the world. And today, this brother's man been dropping hits for years. And today, we're going to talk to him about some of the things he got coming up. Kcamp is in the building.
What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Ain't nothing. It's early.
Yeah, it's a little early.
It's early, but
You know what's
blessed.
crazy? You have so many bangers, so many hits,
Mhm.
right? And they're all different kind of sounds.
Yes.
And that's a breath of fresh air to me because
Facts.
people will put out the same
Same
song
song over and over.
and over.
For sure.
And sometimes, like when I was talking to somebody about interviewing you today, they were like, well, what? I know that one song. I'm like, no, you know a bunch of his songs. And
for
when I
sure.
started running it down, they were shocked.
For sure.
They
For
were
sure.
shocked.
For
But
sure.
this is
A
my
lot of
first
people
time
be
sitting
shocked.
down with you.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you like get so versatile with these records?
Practice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, before I, really blew up, so I was on the artist wave, but I was on the songwriting wave as well. You know what I'm saying? I was writing pop songs, reggae songs, you know what I'm saying? Anything that I just thought sounded good, I was trying to put a pen to. So, for a long time, I was really trying to find my sound because I had so many sounds.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I had a struggle with just trying to zone in on what Kcamp was, you know what I'm saying? And of course, eventually I found it, but just off of that,
Yeah.
I ain't in no box when it comes to music.
It's funny you say that because me and Kyle was talking about this a couple weeks ago. They had like a thread that had different artists from back then, what they sound like,
Yeah.
Future, what he sound like
Yep.
before,
Yeah.
to what he sounds like
Nelly,
now.
all that,
For sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
Nelly.
For
It was
sure.
a few people. Do you feel like you sound different from?
Hell yeah.
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 Right?
My old stuff, I sound childish. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I was saying is just irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do that. I pay attention to stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting though, man? Even some of your earlier records that you put out back in the day, there's certain songs when you go into a nightclub, it don't matter when it came out, they drop them records, the crowd's going up. You know what I'm saying? Like
this day.
it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Like that's
Right.
one of them ones, especially
sure.
on the HBCU
For sure,
campus.
for sure, for
Everybody throwing up the scissors. You
For
know what I
sure,
mean?
for
That
sure.
got my ex in trouble. That's
So,
all.
I bet.
When you make those kind of records, like, do you know it's going to have that kind of longevity, or is it like we'll see what sticks?
Nah, I don't never know what's gonna have that longevity. It's just I'm just making records based off how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And some of them stand the test of time. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, be hot for a year, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. But I got a lot of records like that, from Do It to
Yeah.
Money Baby Cut, like my old classics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I got new classics. You know what I'm saying? I just got off a tour last year. Did 2 tours last year, sold out 98%. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm at this point, I'm here for real. So
Yeah.
it ain't no.
And
this ain't
Float
no-
to London is out right now.
Float to London is out right now.
Right, but I heard you're already working on another project.
Oh,
Is
for
that
sure,
true?
for sure. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I don't just stop at one thing. You know what I'm saying? Float to London was my first independent album as an independent artist, for real, for real. Went top 10 all genres, Apple Music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Salute.
Congratulations.
You feel me?
That's a
Yeah,
big deal.
It
It
is.
is.
It is.
Especially being independent. Has that been a
Exactly.
different process for you, being independent versus being signed to the majors? Like, how has that switched up how you do things?
I tell people this all the time. I've been independent for a long time, bro, even when I was signed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I always had the independent hustle, just put my money up. I always put my money up. I always took that risk. You know what I'm saying? I never. The first time I probably depended on the label was when I first got signed. I was like, oh, I'm good now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you realize what the hell going on, and you got to really like get back in that bag. So when I went from major to independent, it really wasn't no big transition. We just had more work to do.
Got you.
Did
You know
it
what I'm saying?
change the money for you?
Explain.
Like, did you make more? Did you? Because you're spending a lot more
Spending a
because
lot,
you're
for sure.
investing in your own,
For sure.
your own projects and
Mhm.
your own whoever. If you have artists, but 9 times out of 10, the label will put that money up, and then you have to owe them.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it affecting you in any kind of ways negatively?
No, I'm smart with money.
Yeah,
But we're gonna see how much money I made next quarter when them checks hit.
I know that's right.
Right.
I know that's
I
right.
feel you on
You
that.
do other things other than music,
Mhm.
correct? What-
Fashion. I own a label. Well, that's music. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My whole life based on music for real. But I tap into a lot of stuff, man. Just anything that I feel like go hand in hand with what I do. I don't like to just step out too far out of my lane and try to tap into a new
Right.
business, and it ain't really aligning with the stuff I got going on. So I try to keep everything that's just that I naturally like to do.
Are you
for
still
sure.
writing for other artists?
Not as much.
Cause you want your, though you know they banging, so you like.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I that's cool and all. I never really been a big fan of writing for others. I will, don't get me wrong, I will and I have before. But it's one of them things like, first of all, I feel like the writers did the worst behind the producers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I produce too now, you feel me? But my thing with the writing is like, okay, if I'm not sitting in the studio with Beyonce and with her recording that record,
Right.
I'm not about to give my record to John. He passes it to Susie, and they toss him. Nah.
Yeah.
If we ain't going direct, I'm not gonna write it.
For sure.
You feel me?
Talk a little bit about your perseverance, man. We know that you were dealing with some health issues, and
Yeah, for sure.
you know you make your money with your voice, and you
sure.
had some issues that you were overcoming with your voice. And talk a little bit about what you went through.
Pretty much, I put a lot of wear and tear on my body and my voice last year. Like I said, I did like 50 shows back to back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 50 club shows and 20-minute set, 10-minute set. I'm talking about 4-hour sets every day on the road, back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? We killed it though, by the way, but it was from that, me finishing the album, me finishing Float to London, me in the studio every day, you know, smoking, drink, you know what I'm saying? Everything that just put wear and tear.
Not resting.
You feel me? Everything stressing, you know what I'm saying? Everything that put wear and tear on your body. And when I got off tour, the second run, my voice was just hella raspy. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? If I smoke a lot or if I yell too much, and I think I lose. You know, so everybody know, it'd be like, oh, I lost my voice.
Yeah.
So I'm in the studio and it's like day after day, and I'm like, damn, like this ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't really what my shit be on. So, you know, I went to go get it checked out, and you know, they told me I had a polyp on my vocal cord.
Wow. Did you feel different, like in your throat, or was it just that?
Nah,
it was hoarse?
I couldn't feel nothing. It was just real hoarse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought I just lost my voice. So every day I'm waking up drinking tea. I'm getting on YouTube, blowing through the straw, trying to do vocal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some days my shit
remedies,
you
basically.
feel me?
Yeah.
Some days my shit snap back. You know what I'm saying? Some days it be hoarse. I wake up, I be like, damn, like that's when I went to ENT. But yeah, I had a polyp, and I just had to get it removed. And you know, of course, it was scarce. Like this is how I make my money. But my plan B, I was gonna just write nigga songs.
Yeah.
Go back to that vibe.
For sure.
And produce and just, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna figure out a way to get some money.
Yeah.
You had to get surgery for it?
Yeah, I got surgery.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk for like a week and a half.
For sure.
Like I've lost my voice so many times and tried to like communicate that way, and people are like, I don't like they want you to talk, and like you're straining. So I know that had to been terrible.
Yeah.
Plus, were you dealing with a breakup at that time? Because you were in a relationship.
Yeah, I definitely was. Yeah.
It was pretty public. You were dating a TikToker.
How you know about that?
I know about everything.
I see.
So are you single now?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, so was it a situation, because you said men don't cheat and all that.
Yeah. You think I was cheating?
I'm asking.
That wasn't even the case.
What was it?
She was just crazy.
Guys always say that.
Okay.
A lot of times it be true.
It'd be
Sometimes
true.
y'all drive us to be crazy.
Nah, it wasn't no time to drive her to be crazy. She was just naturally born crazy.
But you had a song that blew up crazy on TikTok too during the pandemic, Lottery.
It was y'all.
Did you expect that to go like a challenge and all that, or it just went organically?
That was just God.
That's
You know what
crazy.
I'm saying? That was just God.
Thanks God.
You feel me?
God did.
Yeah.
For sure. I ain't expect that at all. It's just, but I know, you know what I'm saying, one thing that's for sure and for certain, momentum is a MF, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can be doing something that nobody know about, but you know all the layers and the groundwork you put into something, and you know it's one move before something gonna go crazy.
Right.
So Lottery was that one move that made everything go crazy, because you know in the background a lot of folks don't know I was still touring. I had did like 3 tours, independent. You know what I'm saying? I was building a fan base. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you know, my management and all that was kind of, I didn't say this 1,000 times in interviews. I don't even like talking about the past, because we up now. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
But you know, a lot of stuff was shaky. So a lot of business I wasn't getting paid. There was just a lot going on, but we were still building a fan base. We were still talking to the fans directly, like, you know, this was going on. My fans knew what was going on. The outside world didn't.
Right.
So all this building we was doing, I had people rallying for me. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping a little project, mixtape. It's Lottery came. Boom. Kiss 5 came. Boom. Set me up.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But
what's
the
up.
beginning, it was good with you and your management, right?
Of course,
so,
everything always good.
like, when did it turn wrong? Or when did you notice it started turning wrong?
When did I notice it started turning wrong? I noticed everything, so it ain't when I noticed everything. It just, people wasn't doing certain things, but was just buying a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It was like they wasn't putting, it was, you could tell they were more celebrating and not putting in the work no more. You know what I'm saying? You like, how you get that? How you know what I'm saying? It's like, And after a while, you're like, all right, something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something ain't adding up.
Something ain't adding up. So, you know, everybody, now I ain't gonna say everybody, but majority of artists go through it. It's how you get through it for real.
Right,
a lot of people go through it.
You feel me? This ain't nothing new. We didn't hear this 1,000 times.
But you back up now.
I'm back up.
Yeah, Float to London is on and popping.
Yeah.
Well, I was curious as to why the title Float to London.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know if y'all know, I'm Float.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I go by several names. I've been K-Camp, I've been King Slum, I've been Way, I've been K-Way. Now I'm Float. You know, the last 2-3 years I've been Float. I had dropped the album with one of my last few albums with Interscope. I called it Float.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my producer that signed to me, my label is Rare Sound. His name is Trapping in London. So we
Put them together.
floated to London.
Float
That's
to London.
fire.
There it
I
is.
went to London, shot all the visuals.
Yeah, oh, that's what's up. That's fire.
You got Fredo on the project.
Shout out Fredo.
Yeah, what made you put him on there? Because you don't really do, I feel like you don't do a lot of
I don't do
features.
like
You
that.
don't.
This probably the project I really like. Well, besides Kiss 5, it's probably like the last project I put like a hella. You know what I'm saying? I put the youth on there. I put the new school on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
I
know what I'm
peeped that.
saying? But why Fredo? I just clicked with Fredo. You know what I'm saying? Fredo hit me up one time, probably a couple years back. You know what I'm saying? We never really like talked like that, but what's happening? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I ran into him at the airport, just randomly. He was with his guys. I was with my guy. I was like, hey, I'm working on something. I think you'll rock with this. You know what I'm saying? I sent him the song. He right next to me with the headphones on.
Yeah, that's fire.
Ooh, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
He sent me his project. He wanted me to help him with his project. He sent me songs, so he sent it back when he got back to wherever studio he was in, and that was how that rocked.
I'm not gonna lie, he a real one. I fuck with Fredo.
Yeah, shout out Fredo.
Like I don't fuck with everybody, but like he's one of them ones that like
For sure.
like both of y'all remind me of each other because it's like the streets really rock with y'all
For
before
sure.
anything.
For sure.
And I see you out and about by yourself. Like you just really be outside.
Don't tell nobody that.
Sorry.
Don't tell nobody that.
You still good. You know God got you.
Yeah, sure.
But like how does that feel? Because I know some people just really don't even know what you look like, but they know your songs.
For
Does that
sure.
bother you?
Nah, my fans know exactly what I look like. Well,
Yeah.
I ain't worried
But they're
about.
fans too.
Yeah, true. But if they was fans, they'd know what I look like.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
for
You
sure.
feel me?
Yeah.
That's true.
This-
TikTok has kind of put people in a space where sometimes they don't know what the artists look like.
For sure. It's been like that for a long time. It's artists that I didn't heard. I didn't know what they look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Until I go digging and studying, be like, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, it ain't folks' priority. They want to just listen to the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless they got you know what I'm saying? They crushing over you, fangirling over you or something. You know what I'm saying? They just want to hear the music.
It'll
Yeah.
be people with one song and it's like they're everywhere, but you have several. You're like the underdog a little bit.
But I did that
And-
to myself, though.
Yeah.
I did that to myself.
Why?
I'm so low-key and private.
Yeah.
I was definitely gonna ask you that
Yeah.
because you're one of these guys that always has a presence musically, but you do come off very low key, and I don't hear a whole lot of mess about
For sure,
K-Camp
for
and
sure. You
social
probably
media,
won't.
this, that, and the third. And is that by design, or is this just your natural way about how you move?
That's by design, man. You know what I'm saying? I really never wanted to be watered down. I ain't wanted to be seen too much. I wanted my value to be what it was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have partners back in the day who was just always in the mix to the point where they burnt out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I took that and I was like, bro, I can never be that nigga that burn out like that. So I'm going to pop out when I need to pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be out, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I done been through this city 10 years plus, like, outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done been out here, like, niggas know what I look like. The ones that's in the mix, the
Of
ones who
course.
post a note know what the
Yeah.
hell I look like. You know what I'm saying? But the outsiders that ain't really tuned in, they probably unfamiliar. But,
Right.
you know, it's a marathon, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, next 2 years, I might go just straight face campaign and market.
Right.
And everybody know how I look like. Now I can't do nothing no more. Ain't no
Right.
popping out no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's
And that's
kinda
another
cool.
reason why I
That's
don't be
cool.
doing that. 'Cause
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
like to
Pop out.
sneak around and
Oh, you like to be a little sneaky.
mask on.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
you.
You know, without being like too like, but don't get me wrong. I can't go nowhere without somebody just on me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
It
that's a
ain't
fact.
no just walking somewhere. It ain't happening.
True
It
indeed.
ain't happening. It never will.
But the blogs don't catch you out there, and that's
That's
like
what I'm
that's
saying.
luck on your
That's-
behalf
yeah, for sure.
because
Yeah.
a lot of people get caught up in those blogs and those scandals.
For sure.
That's why I was a little surprised that you was even showing any of your relationship. What made you, give in to one particular relationship?
That ain't the first one. My relationship before that, you know what I'm saying? I went public with her too.
I missed that one. Who was
She a
that?
model. I ain't gonna.
You say you
Yeah,
go
that
back
was
to
just
that?
gone.
I
You
still got
moved
love
on.
for her. She cool, but
Oh, okay, well
Yeah.
that's good.
the question was, what was it?
What made you bring your relationship
Yeah,
into
to
the
the-
light?
to the
public.
public?
Cause that's what everybody want.
Yeah, they do.
They want to see who you with. They want to see you, you know what I'm saying, you clapping. You know what I'm saying?
But does that ruin it? Like, once you put that out there, is it, like, more messy?
It probably ruined the last one I was in.
Yeah.
Because she jumped the gun too fast. She posted me first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She did all that, and I was like, okay, let me get right. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it kind of like, we didn't really know each other for real to even be posting each other like that first. And, you know, then we argue, and she take it off her pay. I take it off mine. I'm like, nigga, what the hell is we doing? This is
You start getting caught up in
you
it.
feel me? I'm like, man, this shit too cheesy, man.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's fun for a second.
You mentioned earlier about how you go through different stages in terms of how the music sounds.
Yeah.
And this Float to London album, it feels very, the first word that came to mind was vibey.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's very vibey
sure.
as an album. Like, I could put it on and chill.
Yeah.
Somebody could put it on when they got their girl over and
for
they
sure.
lounge. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Yeah. Like, is that your intention? Because that's much different from, you know, ain't nothing to cut her off and
Yeah,
some of
for
the
sure.
older joint. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's,
What made you move into that lane with it?
It's all about growth. I've been making this type of vibe.
For sure.
You know, I just feel like with a project, you know what I'm saying, you can have 1,000 songs, you know what I'm saying. You gotta, the art of it is finding a way to make all them songs mesh together without somebody having to like turn something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No skips.
No skips, you know what I'm saying? Like without, because you can have a slow song playing and then just the next song just be just out of control. You know what I'm saying? It'll fuck your vibe up.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if you in that mode, you don't want to just get startled like that. So I try to just, it take a long time too. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh, just like that. That's probably one of the hardest parts, just like creating the moment.
Cohesiveness.
Yeah, the cohesiveness, because
Yeah.
you can have, you know how many songs, how many times them songs been in different orders, and the top song at the bottom, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just like, you gotta just, it's just one of them days. I'm gonna tell you the trick though. This is an artist, y'all wanna get the cheat code.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I done did it so many times, it's like I got the cheat code now. So you got your songs, you put them in your iTunes, just hit shuffle and let the thing play.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
then
smart.
Whatever, just you be like, oh shit, okay, that go hard behind
Just
that
go
one.
here, just
Yeah.
gotta go behind
Could you
it.
get to
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
it without any preconceived notion?
Just get y'all a gym right there.
Facts. That's
So
what's up.
you have a label too.
Mhm.
When will you be able to really focus your time on putting other artists in a good situation?
We've been doing that. I had to take a step back because it was becoming overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah.
artists and producers. Shout out True Story G, Lil Bird, you know, J Rod, Trapping in London. It just, people don't know how, you know what I'm saying? We still at it though. Don't get it twisted. Like, it's still a thing. You know what I'm saying? We still repping. But it's like, when it's all coming out your pocket, like when I say
Right.
yo, I'm talking about me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we all know what the game is. It's casino. It's gambles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
you can put 100,000, 50,000 on something and don't see a penny. You know what I'm saying? And when you looking at it from that retrospect, when you the one actually putting it up and you looking at your account like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even if that's your partner and not your partner, if it's, you know what I'm saying, you cool with the artist, it's like you got to make the right decision. And I feel like I was like, okay, I'm putting a lot of my money up, and you know what I'm saying, I ain't really getting it as quick as I thought I was gonna get it. Plus, I built out a studio that cost $250,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a lot of money going
Yeah.
into it. And I was like, all right, let me just take a step back, focus on camp. You know what I'm saying? Independently, grow the business, partner with a major, use their capital, and then have them break my artist.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Instead of me
Yeah.
almost going, I ain't saying I was going, but you know what I'm saying, on the risk of spending it all just to, you know what I'm saying, take a risk, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about moving smarter. And I got love for everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's still a family. Everybody's still rocking with each other. It's all love. But
That's what I was gonna ask, because sometimes people don't understand what it takes to put that money in, and
Yeah.
you're working hard to get the money.
Mhm.
You're more of a sure thing because you already have songs and
Established.
you're established.
Mhm.
But then you have people that's like, well, I'm good, and he signed me and he told me he's gonna
Yeah,
do
for
this. So
sure.
did anybody ever get mad? Like,
Oh, yeah, it was definitely business time personal.
yeah.
It definitely did. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had somebody sign to me since I've been knowing since 10 years old. And like, still my brother to this day. But
That's crazy.
it was just, you know, I got a friend, and you know what I'm saying, I brought my friend in. I'd rather cut the business and keep a friend.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You still can, you know what I'm saying, you still gang, you come, you know, you do whatever you want with us.
Yeah.
But like, it was causing like friction, you know what I'm saying? And it, you know what I'm saying? We all know what it is. Like, it's the game, man. You got just play this shit at a certain, strategic level.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
You feel me?
Well, look, bro, congratulations on everything, number one.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
You continuously dropping bangers for the people. We want
Appreciate
everybody to go out, continue to support.
Yes.
Float to London is out there in the streets.
Yes.
Keep it on the charts across all genres.
Let's get
For
it.
sure.
Let's get it.
And, for everybody listening right now, man, what's the last thing you want to leave with everybody checking you out right now?
Last thing I want to leave them with, stay tuned. I just dropped. Actually, I'm dropping Float to London merch tonight.
All right.
Float Island is coming soon. When I say Float Island, I'm doing a whole Afro and a piano track
That's
album.
okay.
Actually, like 5 or 6
Switching it
songs.
up on them again.
Switch it up on them. me and Jacquees got a bang on the way. We got a missile on the way.
Okay.
And the last one went crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Kiss 6 on the way. It's a lot of moving pieces. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to live in the art and just be, be in that mode, in that moment, and just, give it to my fans.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. Keep doing it, bro. We appreciate what you're doing.
It,
the music is fire. And, we come by here anytime.
Yes,
sure.
please.
All right, y'all know what it is. K-Camp in the studio.
Yeah.
The Morning Hustle in the building.
I'm
baby.
even
That's
going to
how
let
we
him
get
hit
it
the
in.
bell because I rock with him.
Yo, she don't let nobody hit the bell. That's love right
Nobody.
there.
Let's go.
We are the Morning Hustle.